Hi friends, welcome back to Literacy. As you write today's CJ, which is Lesson 15 Part 2, I am going to tell you that this is my second time recording this video because the first time the program that I used to record crashed right when I was almost done with it. So you'll see we're going to do spelling rules just a little differently today when we get to our spelling portion. But other than that, it'll be just like normal class, okay? All right. Pause the video if you need more time, but I am going to move on. We are going to start with a whiteboard today. Well, I'm going to have the whiteboard. You don't need a whiteboard. And I'm going to write some words on the whiteboard, and I want you to think about what the words have in common, okay? All right, first word. What's this word? Scent, good. And let's do what's that word? Cedar, good. And this word is civil. And that word is citrus. And one more word. That word is cylinder. What do you notice about all of these words? What sound do they have in common? So with the C, it's making its soft sound S instead of its hard sound K. And remember, C softens to S when followed by E, I, or Y. Good. We're going to do this a couple more times. I'm going to give you some other words now. Now let's do cold, curl, cream, attic, basic, and camp. All right, what do you notice about these words? Maybe the C in specific. What sound is the C making here? It's making its hard sound K. And remember, C says K when before an A, O, or U, before a consonant, or at the end of the word. And then we have some funky words. We have these three words. This is civic, circus, and cynic. A cynic is someone who doesn't look on the bright side of things. What do you notice about these words? What kind of sounds are the C's making? They make soft sounds and hard sounds. So we have civic, us, cynic. So these ones have both a hard C and a soft C. All right, moving right along. Now we're going to switch up my letters. So we're not going to do C anymore. We're going to do That word, what is that word? Gem. General. Gym. Allergy. Margin. And we'll do another one. Giant. What do you notice about these words? G is making what sound? It's making its soft sound J. And remember, G softens to J before E, I, or Y. Good. What is this word? Gear. And this one is gecko. And this one is gift. And girl. What do you notice about this one? What sound is G making? Hard or soft? Hard. And what is following G in all of these? E and I. So does G always soften to J when following E, I, or Y? No. Sometimes it does stay hard. So we only say G sometimes softens to J, or to the J sound. All right, and I have some more words. What's this first word? What's that word? Gallon. Good. And that one is gutter. And that word is egg. And this word, goat. Good job. And let's do, that word is jog. Very good. And grow. Good job. What do you notice about the G sound here? What sound is it making? Hard or soft? It's making its hard G sound. G. Very good. And what is following it? Remember, that's our rule. G says G when followed by A, O, or U after or before a consonant or at the ends of words. Good job. All right. We are done with that. Now, I need you to get out a piece of paper, and you will need 2 pieces of paper today. So wherever you take your notes, we're going to be making some charts today. So you can pause the video if you need more time to make this on your paper, either, a loose paper in your spelling journal or in your notebook, wherever you make your notes. Okay, I'm going to keep moving on. So, what are some spellings of the sound K? As you can see, there are 4. What are some of them? Do you remember? We have and tall and 2-letter, and last we have ch, sh. Very good. Get that in focus a little bit. Camera. There we go. All right. Awesome. So remember to follow along as I'm doing this. Let's start with this one. When do we use this phonogram to spell k? We use it after a single short vowel. So we're going to write that. Used after a single short vowel. Can you think of some examples? I'll give you one to start. Ready? Snack. I'm going to write some more down and I'll read them after we write them. And if you can think of any more, feel free to write them down. I have deck, tick, lock, and luck. I'm going to underline that phonogram in each of them. Is CK ever used at the beginning of a word? No. Very good. Let's move on to X. When do we use this phonogram to spell K? Do you remember? We use it before A, O, U, or a consonant. Consonant. We also use it, also used at the end of a word. Ran a little bit out of space there. Okay. If I said a word, I want you to point to if it's going to go here or here, okay? The word is keep. Keep. Which column would that belong in? It's going to belong over here with tall K. Why can't we use K? So I'm going to write it here so we can see it for my visual learners. Why can't we spell keep with a C? One, it looks wrong, right? But we just said here it's used before A, O, U, or a consonant. If there's an E afterwards, that's not A, O, U, or a consonant. Otherwise, because remember, C will soften to S when followed by E, I, or Y. So it would read seep, not keep. Good. Let's write some more examples. Let's do cat, call, caught, cut, and clap. And if you can think of more, feel free to write more. All right, let's move over to tall K. When do we use K to spell K? Here's one hint. We're going to write, it's most commonly used before an E, I, or Y. And it's also used at the end of words. So I'm going to give you another word, and I want you to tell me if it'll go here or here, okay? The word is sky. Sky. Where will sky go? it'll go here. Let's write it down. Why is this not spelled with a C? Why is it not spelled S-C-Y? Because C softens to the S sound when followed by E, I, or Y. And since this is followed by a Y, it has to be tall K sound. Sky. Let's underline that. What about, let's do it again. I'm going to give you a word. Point to where it'll go. Kit. Kit. It'll go again under K column. Kit. And why is it not spelled with a C? Because it's followed by an I. And we know that C softens to the soft S sound when followed by E, I, or Y. So this, again, has to be tall K. Let's write some more examples. Let's do chalk. To show it coming at the end of words, and kitten, and park, and underline those phonograms. All right, moving over to our last phonogram, ch, k, sh. Usually, words that use ch, k, sh are from Greek. I will write a word on the board. I want you to read it, and then I want you to write it in your spelling journal. So let's write up here, Greek roots. Greek roots. Okay. What word is that? School, good. That word is chorus. Echo. Scholar. And character. Good job. All right, you can put this paper away for now and turn your page or use your other piece of paper, and we are going to now, I gotta organize my papers, going to talk about some other ones, okay? All right. So now I want us to think, what are the spellings of the S sound? We just talked about some. We have two. We have K, S, and we have S, Z, right? So let's first write S, Z. And then you'll notice I have 3 columns still here, even though we only have 2 sounds that say k, or that say s, and the other one is k. So I want you to head this, another color. I want, this is going to be C. This is going to be C, and this is going to be C, but I'm going to put the headings as C-E, C-I, and C-Y. Why do you think I did that? Because C always softens to S when followed by E, I, or Y. Very good. I'm going to say a group of words, and I want you to think about where they would go on your piece of paper. You can point to it when you're confident, okay? All right. The words are sand, sack, sail, salt, saw. Where do you think those words go? They should go here because they all begin with the S sound and are followed by an A. So we know that since it's not followed by E, I, or Y, it's going to be spelled with an S. So let's write those down. Sand, sail, saw, sack, and salt. Very good. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly right now. Okay, I'm going to say another group of words, and I want you to think about what they have in common and where they should go on our chart. Okay? We have sick, civic, cinema, sight, and circus. What do they all have in common? What do they all start with? What sound? The S sound, of course. And what are they followed by? Sick, civic, cinema, sight, circus. The I or the I sound. Good. Short I or long I sound. So, each of these words use I, E, ya. I, E, ya. So, because of that, it can be spelled with a C or with an S. Sometimes they are spelled with an S. So, let's write those down. We have sick belongs here. Cinema is over here. And civic. Sight is with an S. And circus. All right, I'm going to do another group of words, okay? All right. We have scent, scent, cedar, cellar, and second. What is the first sound you hear in all of those? The S sound. Very good. And they're followed by what sound? Scent, scent, cedar, cellar, second. E or E. Short E sound or long E sound. Very good. So, because of that, it can be spelled either C-E or with an S. So this time I'm going to say the word again, and I want you to point to which column you think it's going to go. And then I'll write it in the correct column, and you can see if you're right, and then copy it down. Okay? All right. The first one is cent, as in 5 cents. I have 5 cents. Point to which one you think it is. That is spelled with a C. All right, what about sent, as in I sent her a letter? That is with an S. And what about cedar? Cedar, it's a type of tree or wood. That's with a C. I have a nephew named Cedar. And cellar. This is like a basement, a cellar, where you keep things. That's spelled C-E. And the last one, second. How do I spell second? With an S. Very good. All right, I'm going to do another group of words. Listen to what sound comes afterwards. Okay, we have symbol, symbols, system, and cylinder. What sound is at the beginning? S. And what sound follows the S sound? Symbol, symbol, system, cylinder. They're followed by I, short I sound, short I sound. All right, so we're going to spell these either C-Y or with an S, okay? So again, point to the column you think that it goes in, and I'll write it down, and you can check to see if you're right. All right, the first one is symbol, as in the poster has a peace symbol on it. That one is spelled with an S. S-Y-M-B-O-L. The next word is cymbals, as in the drum set has two sizes of cymbals. Those are the ones that you like clink together like that. That is spelled C-Y. And the A-L. Symbols. The next one, system. System. Is that C or S? That is with an S. System. And our last word is cylinder. Cylinder. Which column should cylinder go in? That goes in CY. Awesome. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to move my little thing down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. One more group of words, okay? I want you to think about the sounds in them. We have subway, sun, supper, and summit. What sounds do those have? They all start with S, and they're followed by what sound? Subway, sun, supper, summit. It's followed by a, short U, a sound. Good. So how can those be spelled? Only with an S. It does not soften to E, or to C does not soften if it's followed by a U. Only E, I, or Y. So we know it has to be with an S. So let's add those. Subway, sun, supper, and summit. Got them all. Just checking. Okay. Awesome job, my friends. All right. You are going to turn to page 185 in your workbook for our spelling analysis. And I have to kind of cover mine up because, again, this was where my program that I used to record died. So I had to get a little creative here because I don't have another book to write in. So I'm just going to cover my answers until we go over them. Okay? All right. So, first word, I know you can kind of see through the paper, but that's okay. Our first word, again, we're on page 185, is parakeet. Parakeet. The class has a pet parakeet. Has 3 syllables. First one is pear. Sound it out. P, a, parakeet. It's a hard word to say. Air. Air. Yes, let me get a little sticky note. Air. Air. And then, finger spell. Air. Our second syllable is A. Nice and easy. Sound it out. A. Finger spell. A. You can see I already have my markings, so you can go ahead and copy that down. That's why spelling's going to be a little different today. It has its long A sound, so we have the macron over it already. And our third syllable is keet. Sound it out. K-E-T. Finger spell. Use tall. K. Use E, double E. T. Good. And underline that phonogram. Awesome. Number 2. Agent. Agent. He is an FBI agent. I forgot. 2 syllables. First one is A. Sound it out. A. Finger spell. A. And it is using its long sound, so we put the macron over it. And second syllable is gent. Sound it out. J. E. N. T. Finger spell. G. J. E. N. T. And G is saying its soft sound, its second sound here, so we put a 2 over the G. Good job. Number 3, the word is ginger. Ginger. Fresh ginger has a strange shape. 2 syllables. First one is gin. Sound it out. J, I, N. Finger spell. G, J. I, I, E, Y. N. Second syllable is ger. Sound it out. J, Finger spell. G, J. Of her. Underline our phonogram, and G is saying its soft sound in both of these G's. So we put the 2 over both of them. Number 4, collect. Collect. Sarah is trying to collect coupons. 2 syllables. First one is call. Sound it out. K-A-L. Finger spell. K-A-L. And second syllable is lect. Sound it out. O-E-K-T. Finger spell. O-E-K-T. Collect. Good. And sometimes when we say this word, we say collect when we're speaking. So O is saying a schwa sound there. Collect. When you're normally speaking. Number 5 is delay. The cars were stuck in a long traffic delay. 2 syllables here. First one is D. Sound it out. D-E. Finger spell. D-E. E is saying its long sound, so put the macron over it. Second syllable is lay. Sound it out. O-A. Finger spell. O-A. Use 2-letter A that may be used at the end of English words. Underline that phonogram. Awesome. Number 6 is allow, allow, allow. There we go. The city does not allow dogs in the park. 2 syllables. First syllable is ow. Sound it out. A-ol. Not fingerspell yet, Miss Kinsler. Now we fingerspell. A-ol. Second syllable is low. Sound it out. O, ow. Fingerspell. O, ow. Use ow, o. Ow, o. Good. So again, this is another schwa sound right here with this A. When we say allow, when we're speaking, we usually use a. So lazy sound, but it is allow. That's why I have some trouble pronouncing it sometimes, because I'm so used to saying it lazily. All right, number 7 is cylinder. Cylinder. In class today, we will learn how to use a graduated cylinder. 3 syllables here. Cylinder. First one is sill. Sound it out. S-I-ol. Finger spell, pay attention. Y-I-I-E. Ol. You can see Y is using its I sound, so we put the breath above it, and C is saying its second soft sound, so we put the 2 above it. Second syllable is in. Sound it out. I-n. Finger spell. I-I-E-ya. Mm. And last syllable is der. Sound it out. D-er. Finger spell. D. Use the of her. Number 8 is symbol. Move it down a little bit. Symbol. Tap the symbol gently. 2 syllables in sim, ball. And I am going to emphasize that. That's another schwa sound. First syllable is sim. S-I-M. Finger spell. Pay attention. Y-I-I-E. Mm. You can see, let's take that a little bit. Second sound over the C, and this is another breath over the Y. All right, second syllable in symbol is bow. Sound it out. B-A-O. Finger spell. B-A-O. I messed up in the first video. So yes, this is saying it's schwa sound here because it's part of the unstressed syllable in the word symbol. All right, number 9. Lazy, lazy sound. Whoops. Number 9 is generous. Generous. Thomas gave a generous gift. 3 syllables in us. First syllable is gen. Sound it out. J-E-N. Finger spell. G-J-E-N. G is saying it's soft sound, so put that 2 over it. Lots of 2s in this spelling list. Second syllable is Sound it out. Finger spell. Use the of her. Last syllable is us. Sound it out. Us. Finger spell. Use ow, o, oo, s, z. Underline those phonograms. This one is using its fourth sound, so put that 4 above it. Number 10, recess. Whoops. Some sticky note you are. Recess. The children played tug of war during recess. 2 syllables, recess. First one is re, sound it out. E, finger spell. E. Second syllable is ses, sound it out. Finger spell. Put that 2 over the C and a macron over the long E. Number 11, suit. I need to wear a suit to the meeting. 1 syllable here, so sound it out. S-oo-t. Finger spell. S-z. 2-letter oo that may not be used at the end of English words. T. That 2-letter oo was our new one. U-I. Underline it. Good job. Number 12 is respond. I need to respond to the email I got. 2 syllables. Respond. First one is re. E. Finger spell. E. Put that macron over the E. Second syllable is spond. Sp, a, n, d. S, z, p, a, n, d. Good. And that's where it froze last time, so let's cross fingers that doesn't happen again. Number 13, correct. What is the correct answer? 2 syllables. First one is core, so we'll sound it out. K-o-r. Finger spell. K-s, or. Second one is rect. Er-e-kt. Finger spell. Er-e-kt. And underline our or phonogram. Number 14, tweet. The baby chicken made a soft tweet. 1 syllable. T-w-e-t. Finger spell. T-w-e-double-e. T. And underline our phonogram. Last one, crash. Fortunately, the car crash was not serious. 1 syllable. K-er-ash. K-s-er-ash. Use sh, used only at the beginning of a word or end of a syllable. Underline our phonogram. Awesome job, guys. All right, have a great day of learning. I'm sorry this video ran a little long, but I will see you next time. Bye.